Hi, class. Today I want to talk about sex and gender in regards to our emotions. Our book states that several variables affect how we experience and express emotions. Our sex and gender are included in those influences. So let's take a look at how our sex and gender can play a part in how we experience and express our emotions. If you watched my video in Discussion 2, Emotional Communication, you know that our biological sex and our gender roles influence how we experience emotions and how we express them. For example, women are more likely than men to report feelings of fear, sadness, shame, guilt, and this appears to be pretty consistent across different cultures. You might also remember that men and women express emotions that they are feeling differently. While both sexes feel positive emotions, women are more likely than men to express those emotions when they feel them. When emotion is negative, there are some differences between the sexes. Women are more expressive of sadness and depression, and there are some studies that say men feel freer to express anger, but there's a lot of other studies that do not agree with that. However, jealousy may be one emotion that women and men differ in their experience and their expression. There's been studies that found that men are more likely to experience sexual jealousy, which is jealousy of their partner having sex with someone else, while women are more likely to experience emotional jealousy, which is the jealousy of their partner's emotional connection with someone else. I actually find that to be kind of true, at least for me. Research finds that this difference across cultures, and it also indicates distinct different activities in the brain of men and women when imagining sexual and emotional jealousy. Other research has reported that men were more likely to express jealousy through behaviors like confronting the rival, sexual aggression, sex with someone else, trying to maybe woo their partner back with gifts, or just ending the relationship. While women were more likely to actually internalize that and work on improving their own physical appearance and maybe seek support from others or demand an increased commitment from their partner or try to make their partner jealous. But not all research agrees with this. Other studies show that both sexes experience more anger over sexual infidelity, but more hurt over emotional infidelity. And still, other research has found that men and women differ when they imagine how they would feel if a partner was unfaithful, but not when they recall how they actually did feel when there was an actual experience of infidelity. Now, we know that our biological sex influences our expression of emotions, but it is also influenced by our gender roles. Those who classify themselves as androgynous are more emotionally expressive than individuals who classify themselves as only highly masculine, and this appears to be true regardless of the emotion. They've also been shown to be more expressive than those who are only highly feminine when it comes to emotions such as happiness, sadness, and disgust. Some scholars believe that the reason that gender roles affect the expression of emotions is because traditional femininity encourages women to express emotions like happiness that help them form relationships and sadness that makes them appear vulnerable, but to suppress emotions like anger that can make them appear more dominant. While traditional masculinity encourages men to express anger, but discourages them from expressing any other emotions. There's also evidence that gender roles affect the experience of emotions. One study found that highly feminine women were more likely than highly masculine women to experience negative emotions. highly masculine men were more likely than highly feminine men to report experiencing social withdrawal, dissatisfaction, and suicidal thoughts. Masculine women, masculine women and feminine men both reported more positive emotions. So it's true our sex and gender do play a part in how we experience and express our emotions. And while women may express their emotions more often than men, they do not experience emotions any more intently than men do. What we need to keep in mind is that while there are benefits to expressing our emotions, sometimes there's a bigger benefit to controlling those emotions, especially in social situations. If others do not know what your emotions are, they cannot exploit them. Thank you.